Book Monster Mitch. Guess what? I have a little book haul. In one of my previous videos, maybe 2 videos ago, I said that I ordered some books from Amazon. Well, the last three came in today. I got one yesterday. Um, I got one Thursday, May 28th, and the last three came today, like I said, May 29th, Friday. So I'm going to show them off the best I can in this video. First, we have a book that should not be a surprise by the author's name. I've spoken about this author several times on the channel. I've read one of his relatives' books, I think, yeah, last year. So that's the first book I'm going to show off. Not the relatives' book, but the actual author. Hang on, let me get a hold of it and put it in view. Let me move some stuff around real quick. Sorry for the delay, but I'm doing the best I can as always. Bear with me. You know I don't usually show books off. I talk about them, but these are worth showing. Just like my Three Musketeers book. Um, None of these are special editions, although the three I got today have awesome covers, I have to say. So here's the first book. Like I said, let me get it in camera. It it's about a hotel. That's all I'm going to say before I show it off. Sorry, my hand will be covering the author's name, but it should be no surprise. Either last name, I'm sure you can make that out, and the hotel on the cover. Let me see. I can just barely get the actual title into view. Or you can make it out and know that it's Stephen King, The Shining. Um, this book, this story needs no introduction. I'm sure if you know anything related to Stephen King, you know about The Shining, It, um, Carrie, Salem's Lot, all of those and above. So that's the book I got on the 28th. The other three, like I said, have awesome cover art. At least I think so. Let me put the Shining somewhere. Like I said, bear with me. I'm just trying to arrange things, figure it out. But I really want to show these off the best I can. And I'm sure you can tell I'm a little clogged up, allergies, summertime, whatever. Uh, I deal with that on a constant basis. So that's nothing new. Like I said, I'm still trying to move things around. I'm not getting things. Thankfully, so far, I'm not knocking over. That wouldn't be good if I did that. And I don't want to ruin any of these books. So I'm, like I keep saying, do the best I can. The second book that hit this next stack of books is a trilogy. I may be able to show off the first two books in the trilogy. Just the third one is chunky. Let's just say that. They're all pretty thick. But the third one in that trilogy is the chunkiest of the three. So I say bear with me. These three books right here are need no introduction, just like Stephen King. If you've been around this area of YouTube, you've heard people speak highly of this trilogy, so I'm not going to spend time at all, really. I'm just off these covers and this cover art the best I can. You may have seen these covers on YouTube as well, but look at that. Jade City, book one of Greenbone Saga, Fonda Lee, um, Talking Story, John and Jacob recently had of an interview of sorts, a chat with Fonda Lee herself. She's the author of like I'm saying, Greenbone Saga, Jade City, and the other two. But Talking Story did a chat the last couple of days with Fonda Lee about a little bit about um, the Greenbone Saga, but it was mostly focused on her new book and, you know, writing process of sorts. Um, Last contract of Isako, however you want to pronounce that, I guess. But yeah, this is Jade City. Let me see if I can grab Jade War to show it at least some degree. This, when I decide to read a trilogy, this will be the next trilogy that I grab. It was going to be the first law, Joe Abercrombie. It was going to be that, but now that I own Greenbone Saga, this will be the next trilogy I grab, as well as if I want to read a standalone, The Shining will be the next standalone I grab. Yes, The Shining and Stephen King in general is known for the multiverse. But let's face it, unless it's the Dark Tower series or the Bill Hodges trilogy, that's, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the the books in that trilogy are Mr. Mercedes, Finder Keeper, and End of something. Please correct me. Let me know in the comments. Alright. But my point is, other than the Dark Tower and Hodges, I believe the books are mostly standalone, even though they have connections in the broader multiverse or whatever. Now, saying that, I know there's a sequel to Shining. I promise I'll get to another book or so in this video. Kind of rambling, but I know there's a sequel, Doctor Sleep, to The Shining. There may be another sequel of sorts to another book by King. I know, what is it? The books he wrote with Straub, Peter Straub. Geez, I'm drawing a blank. I know the third book in that trilogy is due out this year, I'm sure, or at least I've heard, even though Straub has passed. And he's written other books with other authors, but he's more or less uh, just a single author. I'm talking about, of course. Like I said, I'll get to Jade War here in a minute. Just rambling. Again, Jade City. Just look at that cover. Whoever did these cover designs and colors deserves nothing but praise. And I'm sure the story itself is worthwhile. I'll find out relatively soon, if not this year, sometime next year. If not in 26, for sure sometime in 27. Uh, Jade War, yeah, Jade War, Fonda Lee. Um, Jade City is a green cover design with yellowish or maybe gold lettering and background. Jade War is primarily the same, just with a red background. Like I said, I'm knocking things here. Cover my face for a second. Books are worth it to cover my face. The spine of the book here, and like I said at the top of the video, Jade Legacy is the thickest of the bunch. Let's see here. Again, moving stuff, taking care of business, so to speak. Sorry for the silence. I'm just concentrating to try and show it off if And like I said, I'm sure if you know anything about the series trilogy, Rainbow, Fondly, you've seen these books. You may even own these books, either in this design or hardcover, first printing. Let's see. I got a little grip on it. So let's see. J Legacy. Um, Same gold, yellowish lettering, just this one in blue. Yeah, so that's the birthday book haul, so to speak. Um, at least so far, I have other gift cards and things that I'll probably, well, not probably, but will spend to get other items, other things. And when I do, I'll show those off if I can, or at least talk about them in time. But I really wanted to show these off, especially the Green Bone Saga trilogy. So yeah, this is, like I said, a relatively small birthday book haul, but it was worth talking about them on a video and wanted to show them off, like I keep saying. So have a good day, good evening. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll talk again soon with another video. Bye.